What the energy transition refers to is the fact that we need to change the way our energy sector is structured in order to meet two goals at the same time. One is continued economic growth, and the second is lowering emissions out of the energy sector to a level that is consistent with limiting climate change to 2 degrees or less. The reason for that is that when we look at the issue of reducing emissions, the energy sector is responsible for about 2/3 of greenhouse gas emissions. So as a result, in order to reduce emissions, we need to reduce emissions out of the energy sector. And in that regard, the energy sector produces emissions around the world. It produces emissions in the United States, in Europe, in Asia, and even to a certain extent in Africa. So as a result, in order to reduce emissions to the level that's needed to limit climate change, we need to do that at a global level. Okay. When we think about some of the key ways to reduce emissions out of the energy sector, there are really two very important ones that come to mind. The first is promoting renewables. And so, for example, the Noor plant that you have here in Morocco is a good illustration about using solar power to generate electricity. A second important area is the area of energy efficiency. Basically, what we need to do is to be able to get to a point where we need less energy in order to support economic activity. That means making our energy use more efficient. We believe that the free market will be a critical player to developing new forms of energy, to technological improvement. But what experience has also showed is that the government has an important role to play in working in partnership and supporting the private sector. And so, for example, good policies, financial support for research and development are critical areas where the government can support and work in partnership with the private sector to generate the type of technological improvements that we need.